Alrighty, folks. Welcome to episode 108 of Journey to the Farlands. We're here, right in the menu. I was just wrapping up my notebook page here because I realized I filled out a page with the last episode. But what I mean by that is I have enough chords that I've written down that it filled up the entire page of the notebook. So I was just wrapping that up. But anyway, let's get on with the whole spiel here with Journey to the Farlands. I haven't done a commentary episode in a little while here. I don't remember the last time. Actually, it wasn't too long ago. It was 106. We'll start walking. I'm just gonna look at my phone for a minute. Oh yes, Stewart's still alive. Oh, this dog. Jeez. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I guess that's happened since I've last filmed a commentary episode. Holy, it's been a while. Episode 103. Was it episode 103? How about 105? 105B what I did, which was like a half hour, and that was all rung together. Oh, I don't. Oh, I forgot about that. My thing needs to be restarted. I think I had it booted up before I had my headphones in. That's probably why. Beta's just weird like that. But anyway, yeah, it was since 105B, which was kind of a weird strung together episode anyway. So it's been a little while. What was it, 104? 103? Oh yeah, 103 was like the last proper commentary episode. The lazy liking, yes. Oh, I gotta. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're back with audio. Sorry about that, folks. We got ourselves some audio now, at least. But watch, I turned it up a tad, maybe a bit too much. I'm well. My voice is still pretty loud. I don't know. You guys let me know if people are tuning in. I think the audio's okay. I tuned up the gameplay a little bit because I noticed it was a bit quiet in my no commentary episodes. So maybe this will fix it. Maybe it's a bit too much. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about audio balancing and stuff, so you'll have to let me know on that. But yeah, another episode, and finally a commentary episode. First, it's been 5 episodes since I've done a proper commentary for an entire episode. So here you go. I've just been quite busy. It hasn't been 5 days though. It's been more than 5 days. I've taken a bit of a break, actually, I guess you could call it. It was only a few days, but I definitely have been focusing on school a lot lately, so I've been just chilling and just taking the days off as I need them. It's been nice though. Well, actually, even the days I took off, I was just playing some other stuff. I was playing on a realm with Nico, I think. Oh yeah, both days I took off. They were just kind of nice days I took off just for the heck of it. Um, but yeah, we're back anyway. And just you can just expect me to do this. I'm not gonna be. I try to be consistent, of course, but I'm not gonna always 100% or be at 100% production rate for videos. So yeah, you'll get some gaps, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. They would have been probably no commentary episodes anyway. I was gonna do one yesterday, but I just didn't really feel up to it, and I didn't have as much time to film, so I wanted to do a nicer commentary today. I actually was intending to film, what was it, Hardcore Adventures today? I think I was intending to film that today, but I wanted to get some Journey to the Farlands in there, some nice Journey to the Farlands, because I have been neglecting it a little bit. I have at least some standards for my series here. But speaking of my other series, I've kind of changed my mind on the whole thing about them. I've decided to make them into, or they'll still be live streamed, like you'll still be able to watch them live, be able to watch them live if you want, but the whole idea is that when they get moved over to YouTube, I'm gonna edit them, which is kind of unheard of for me. And it's not like I'm not gonna do a complete job, like front to back. Well, I'll try and like do clips, or not clips, but jump cuts. I'm doing those. I put a lot of them into that episode actually. I think I went upwards of like 70 cuts because I edited out like some pauses. There's still some pauses in the video, but I edited out some of the awkward pauses and all that kind of stuff because that definitely is a bit of a thing that I do. And it also has become apparent how many noises I make while I talk that I don't really need to make. Like the clicking noises I make and all the things I do. I'm just a very noisy talker apparently. Not like exactly that I talk loud, I just make a lot of noise, very auditory. But yeah, I definitely did some editing there. And so like, I think for the non-Minecraft series is I'll edit them. Or not the non-Minecraft, but the non-Journey to the Farlands series is I'll edit them. Because I can't really edit this down. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't really want to do jump cuts when I've just streamed the entire series. Like, you can literally watch every second of this world since, well, November, basically. So that's like months of progress. And that's how we're at 100 or so episodes. That was when I started full-time streaming, not full-time, but like started streaming this the whole time I'm playing it. Not full-time, whole time, but it's been a lot of fun though. And I've been enjoying Minecraft through time as well. I was gonna debate filming that this weekend, but I might put it off since I'm gonna be filming Hardcore Adventures tomorrow. Well, hopefully be filming it tomorrow or Sunday. I'm pretty booked full actually. There's another finalized session tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully. So I may not have time to film Hardcore or Minecraft through time. I kind of just wanted to film another episode because we're kind of getting to the tail end of Alpha. I'm going to be finishing up the castle, the Alpha Fort, or Fort Alpha, or whatever I called it in the episode. But you can watch the episode. It's an hour of footage, and I've edited it down to about 30 minutes. So it's a lot nicer to watch because I edited out all the mining, and most of just me pandering, I've edited that out. Unlike Journey to the Farlands, you just get to watch all that pandering about. But I've edited it a little bit. Well, not a little bit, I've edited it quite a bit. I haven't done super flashy editing, but I just call it flashy editing because it's kind of a new thing for me to try out. And I enjoyed it. I actually liked editing, and I think it got some decent viewership compared to. I mean, it's pretty much the average still, but I think the quality of the video is definitely much better than the previous ones. And I may even go back and edit those too at some point. But yeah, that's kind of my whole plan right now. I mean, I would maybe in the future if I actually get an audience, I might actually start recording videos for YouTube rather than streaming them. Like I might just record videos and then stream here during the Farlands or something. I have no idea. I kind of feel like it could be interesting to diversify in the future, but I'm just gonna stick to just streaming and then editing as I see fit. This series I do minimal editing, like I edit out the breaks, well sometimes. I don't really do that anymore, even for commentary episodes it seems. So I might have to do a bit of batch editing of these episodes when I have some free time. Like lots of free time, I mean. Like summertime, probably. Or some long break, like summer. There's not really any more long breaks that are going to be happening until summer, so I'm going to be just going by the way things go. I think you guys are okay with the breaks. I haven't really seen a whole lot of complaints or anything regarding that, so if you do want me to edit them out, then I will, but I'm probably just going to edit them out at my own leisure. If a video really needs editing, I'll do it. But in terms of the weekly episodes I do, those will be edited. I managed to upload the video a few days after filming it, which is not too bad. So yeah, I'll have to probably start thinking about that, you know, because I'll have to edit it. So the Hardcore Adventures episode will probably come out. Well, if I edit it the day of, like tomorrow or Sunday, it could be Sunday. It could be the 26th. Or it also could be sometime next week, like the Tuesday or Wednesday or something, because I need time to edit it. I want to get some footage for that. I want to make this episode a bit longer, because I want to get some more condensed footage for it, since it's a lot more stuff happening in hardcore Minecraft. And I've debated restarting the world. I know I haven't died yet in that world, but I kind of feel like doing like an island seed and just kind of having some fun. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. I might have to delay the episode just for that too. Just while I'm thinking about what I want to do. Because I don't know if I've really been feeling the series. It just feels very standard Minecraft for me. I mean, it's hardcore as well, but feel like I should try something a little different. Like, so I could combine the survival island and hardcore Minecraft together. Hardcore survival island. And maybe I'll just kind of put, or maybe just have hardcore adventures be like some one-off series that I do, like a little thing. I might even film it again at some point in the future, but I don't know. I'll probably just call this hardcore adventures. So I don't know if I'll do a season 2. Or I'll probably just make it like the second run or something. I don't know. Or maybe this will be the real one. I'm not too sure. As I said. But yeah, that's kind of the whole idea. Is that I'm going to be filming, or at least I say filming, but I'll just be live streaming them. So that's what I mean when I say filming. I'll be filming them live, so you can tune in on the Twitch here. And then I'll edit them and upload them to YouTube, at least for the non-Journey to the Farlands stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the whole plan there. I've definitely been busy lately. But I did have time to edit that episode. I filmed Minecraft Through Time on Monday this week. I filmed a nice hour-long episode. I did a bit of training wheels for the editing thing I was talking about. I think it turned out okay. You guys can check it out and let me know if you want. It's a pretty good series, actually. I mean, the early episodes I might have to edit them because there are little pacing issues with them. Because some of them are like, I mean, I think they're all about the same length, but I kind of like this idea of editing now. I'm like getting into it now. It was actually fun editing a little bit. Just kind of rewatching the video basically and having to cut back little portions. I think I went through it twice in the end. And I ended up making like 75 cuts. Or not cuts, but like, well, I guess cuts, like jump cuts and things. So yeah, I'm definitely starting to think about upping the quality on those videos. But I make these way too often. I couldn't edit these even if I wanted to. I mean, I guess I could do the commentary ones, but I'd rather just leave it all raw footage for those of you who want me to uphold the archivalness. Ooh. Creeper on the prowl here. Anywho, that's about it on the editing situation. I'll kind of get back to you guys on that every once in a while and kind of talk about my experiences and things with editing. I figure the more to talk about, the better. Even if I don't know if this actually appeals to anybody, like me talking about this, but so is the entire series like this, where I'm just like, just ramble on for an hour and then turn off the camera, basically, or turn off the stream. But yeah, I'm looking forward to things. I think it's very good. And I've also confirmed that Origins Season 2 is happening. I think I talked about that in my Newcraft 3 streams, Newcraft 3, Newcraft 4 maybe, back in the day. Origins was something I did with some friends. It's like Final Life, like the same kind of thing where I was with a group of friends. And Final Life is continuing onward. But after Final Life, we're going to be doing a Season 2 of Origins in a new world, new Origins. So that'll be fun. Not new, everyone gets to reselect. Of course, this stuff isn't filmed. I say it every time because I'm sure people out there be like, "Oh, you should stream that," and I'm like, "Nope, I don't stream it." Just because it's a nice casual thing. It's almost too casual to film because we just like to have a good time, and I don't know. We've just kind of agreed not to stream it, and I don't really feel the need to anyway. Same thing goes for Sarber now, I think, and Nico's at SMP. I don't know. I don't know if I'd consider streaming Sarber. We'll see. I've been super busy in Sarber. Like, I've been getting villagers and things. Well, that was like last week. I think I was doing all that. It was a fair bit of fun, but yeah, I think I've decided to just can Sarber a little bit. Like, just not really worry about it. I think I've put all the SMPs I've done into one playlist now, so you can just watch them linearly. It doesn't really make sense, of course, because none of them really connect. Newcraft 3 and 4 are a little, and they're all kind of distinctly their own, even if some of them are only like an hour long. like Sarber, which is 1 episode, and then Fellowship is 3. But you know, I I just like to try and do what I want to do, and things like Sarber and stuff like they're going pretty good. Like I mean, we're all pretty busy right now, but I like Sarber, and Nico started a new SMP as well, so I've been playing on both of those. But I just haven't really thought about streaming them, and when I do that, when I don't think about streaming stuff, and I'm like, it doesn't really bother me not streaming it. I'm like, oh, whatever. So I probably won't do too much SMP content for a little while. I may get around to Sarber if I really want to. I really just, I guess I emphasize with the channel here is that I just stream basically whatever I'm interested in. And if stuff doesn't really capture my interest enough, then I just kind of let it fall by the wayside or try and do something else that may fix that. Like with Hardcore Adventures, I'm going to restart the world. I want to get the new advancements. I want to have more of a focus on advancements this time and kind of speedrunning the game a little bit. Not speedrunning, but like trying to push myself. Because I know that like may up my chances of getting killed, but it'll also make the videos more interesting than me just being like, what should I build today? Sort of thing. And let's go diamond mining for an entire episode. Which I'm definitely not just riffing on my own episodes right now. No, definitely not. But I figure it'd be a bit cooler to go in with a bit more of a plan and push myself a bit more. Maybe that'll get me motivated to play it. See how many advancements I can get and maybe push the end and the nether a bit more. I mean, I already pushed the nether a little bit, but I think I could definitely push it a bit more. And if I die, so be it. You know, it's a trial run sort of thing, and I could always just restart. I just wasn't really feeling Hardcore Adventures. I'll be honest. Like the world, where I ended up settling. I mean, it's cool and all, but it just feels like every other Minecraft world I've ever played on, and it's just there's nothing separating it other than just the hardcore, which I don't think is enough. I think I need to try and make it interesting, and I think I really know what I can do now. Now that I've kind of thought about it a little bit, but it'll be important to kind of think about that kind of stuff when I'm trying to get this world running. But Minecraft through time, it doesn't really need a whole lot of work on my end. I mean, I'm working pretty hard in the world, but I think it's been a lot of fun. So I'm not gonna restart it on that or anything. I'm in the process now. But yeah, that's pretty fun. And then during the Farlands, of course, can't really restart here. I had 7 months of progress, almost 8 now. Holy. I remember it just being 7. Then I remember 6, 5. You know, it feel just the months are flying by. Because I've just been doing the same thing in this world pretty much every day for however many months now. You know, like the 7, 8 months. And it's just 1 month becomes 2 months, becomes 3, becomes 5, that kind of thing. But you know, sooner or later it's gonna be, or before I know it, it'll be 1 year. 1 year will have passed, and then 2, and then 2.5, and hopefully the Farlands will have been reached by then. I hope, because if it takes any longer than that, the series might be a bit more detached. Who knows? I might even have just given up on the world by then. I don't even know, because I do go by how I want to do it. But I think I'm committed to it now. 7 months of walking. I think I'm pretty committed. It seems plenty of you guys are also excited to watch this journey a little bit, kind of tune in, which is pretty cool to hear. I like hearing about people's kind of comments and stuff. I've addressed this in comments, but I've also gotten questions about why I play old Minecraft in general. And I guess I could talk about that a little bit, because that's actually a pretty good point. Is why do I still play old Minecraft? I'm sure plenty of you guys just know from Journey to the Farlands series, but specifically in this case, I'll talk about this case first, and I'll do Minecraft through time later. But specifically Journey to the Farlands, the reason I'm playing this specific beta 1.7.3 version is just because this is the last version that had the Farlands, and I also, after playing it for this long, I now regard it as the last main the last version that had really a huge amount of nostalgia attached to it for a lot of players. It was the last kind of version of the almost classic, but I wouldn't say classic because it's the earliest stage of Minecraft, but it's kind of like a nostalgic kind of golden age. I don't know. I think Minecraft definitely thrived a lot more after this though. Like this was such a short period of Minecraft beta, but the game was way different. It's a completely, I'd argue, completely different to modern Minecraft. Texturally, gameplay wise, there's a lot more in modern Minecraft now. And so it's a lot more simple, a lot more bare bones, and I think it has a different feel to it. I definitely do agree with like it's definitely a lot more slow pace because you can't sprint. I can double tap W or control, whatever you do, but I can do that as many times as I want. I'm not going to be sprinting because that doesn't exist. And neither does hunger and things like experience and chanting. The end, there's no shields, no elytra. I mean, sure, this is probably second nature to a lot of people who played old Minecraft, but I think it's probably good to clarify. But this is the last version to have the Farlands, and this is kind of the most modern version to Journey to the Farlands, and without using mods. Or just doing it the old-fashioned way in an even older version, like Fig does. But yeah, it's just kind of a series that is trapped in 1.7.3 beta. We're just gonna be forever in this version. And I guess I could change version once I get there, but I also kind of just want to keep the old world gen, and I don't want this to be my beta 1.7 world. This will be my nice long-term world. It's already long-term. It's 7 months old, for Christ's sakes. But I'm definitely in here for the long haul. And the Farlands is just the beginning of the series, funnily enough. Well, it'll probably be the beginning, middle, and probably most of the end. But there's definitely going to be a portion of the series that I do actually at the Farlands. I can talk about that too, if you guys want. But I guess going back to Minecraft through time, since I kind of wrapped that up a little bit, I might go back to what was it? What I just said about Journey to the Farlands, continuing at the Farlands. I'll talk about that too. But going back to the previous thing, flip-flopping a little bit. Minecraft through time is basically just from the early versions, basically the earliest stable version I could find. I'm sure you can go earlier, but I just wanted to find a version that would work to play in survival, and that I could upgrade without the world completely just eating itself. It could get corrupted. I probably should be backing it up after every episode / version, but I may do that if I remember to. But yeah, that'll be interesting. But I play old Minecraft in those ones especially too, because I never played Alpha and Inf Dev before. I wanted to kind of experience it. I thought it'd be really cool. Because I remember years ago, back when Evo SMP was a thing, Grian's Evo SMP, if anyone knows that. I'm sure plenty of you do if you know the life series and stuff recently. I'm sure some of you guys may know the Evo. And that's where they went through, it was an SMP that went through Minecraft versions. It's like what I'm doing in Minecraft through time, but just on an SMP scale rather than just single player. And that I thought back then that they were playing alpha, and in reality they were playing beta, and I didn't really know the difference between alpha and beta back then, and now I do, of course, because I've played in beta for 7 months. You would hope I'd know the difference now, especially after playing alpha and infdev now too. I've played cave game as well. I just kind of played about a little bit with it. I haven't I guess formally played it, but you kind of get the gist. But yeah, the point is through all that muddled up conversation, the whole point of what I'm saying is just that I play old Minecraft. I'm just nostalgic I mean, not even that really. I play these. I appreciate Minecraft's simpler forms, and I appreciate those who appreciate that and who played around for so long. And it's such an old game. It's cool. It's Cool that you'd be able to explore the history like this at the click of a mouse sort of deal. Okay, come on, Stewie. So that's kind of why I play in old versions. I do have hardcore adventures, of course, but that's kind of it's on a bit of thin ice, you could say. But yeah, that's kind of why I do play old Minecraft a lot, and of course why I play Journey to the Farlands the way it is. Couldn't really be any other way. Well, yeah. Anyway, about Journey to the Farlands again. What am I going to do when I get to the Farlands? It's something I've talked about numerous times, of course. I've done 108 episodes, so you'd expect me to talk about the Farlands. What am I going to do when I actually get there is the important question. So when I get there, I want to try and do a base, of course. Not just an outpost. I'll do like my actual base, like my complete base. I'm not going to be going to the edge of the world or anything, like completely walking into oblivion sort of deal. Like I think Mystical Midget did. Walked off the world, like you just walk through the world at some point. I don't remember where it is. It's like another odd 17 million or something. It's, about just over double the distance, I think, of just walking to the Farlands. But that is something you can do, and I'm not going to be doing that. At least the current plan, I won't be doing that. I may change my mind, and I mean, it's going to be a year or two, maybe 2.5 still. So actually, I don't even know, but I don't know. I'll kind of see. I guess we'll see what happens. I got a piece of bread. I can hang on to that. I got an inventory full of all sorts of stuff. But yeah, the whole idea there is just that I'm gonna be doing a almost continuation. I don't know if I'd call that Journey to the Farlands. I might change the name of the series when I get there because it doesn't really apply anymore. The whole name of Journey to the Farlands does not really apply because when I reach the Farlands, it's like a little bit weird to call it that. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I want to build my full base there. I have a few ideas for what I might want to do. It kind of depends on what the area is around the corner. I may have to move if it's like terrible, which I know it would be cool to have a base at the corner. I'm gonna try to. I'll kind of come up with ideas for each scenario because there's like there's the different biomes I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna try and plan for every scenario, and ideally I want to do some kind of cool stuff there. And then I could just do the survival series there. Like I know most of it is actually the journey here, but the whole point for what I want to do as well from the beginning is what I've wanted to have a base there at the Farlands and kind of explored things. Kind of just explored the craziness that is those Farlands, those pesky Farlands that I've been trying to chase after for 7 months now. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy, honestly. I know many of you may think this is crazy, and I also think this is crazy. People be like, how can you walk for 7 months, pretty much almost daily? I'm like, I don't really know at this point. It just started and it never ended. Well, it ends, like I take breaks, of course, but you know what I mean. I never dropped the world. It just, my interest in the Farlands and all the stuff that's happened thus far throughout the journey has just kept me just wanting to keep going. Some force just keeping me in the grind of the walk and to the Farlands, to oblivion as I call it, so to speak. That's kind of my term for it now, is just calling it oblivion. Not the game, not like the Skyrim, but just oblivion as in like just walking infinitely, just arbitrarily walking, because that's kind of the joke I came up with episode 1, was that it was like walking on for an arbitrary amount, and we're just kind of walking on that forever, basically. And to the odd viewer, it may seem that way. But I'm actually going somewhere. Contrary to popular belief, I am actually going somewhere. And that is the Farlands, which I have said probably way too many times today. But I think that's kind of my responsibility. So my responsibility now is to say the Farlands a gazillion times in one episode. I think it's excellent. I mean, it's the series name. It's the entire focus. It's what I've dedicated 7 months of my life to at this point. I mean, like 7 months of free time basically, because this consumes so much free time. You don't believe. Doing it like an hour a day, at least. Like I try to do an hour a day, and that's a lot because you can do a lot in an hour if you're not just gaming about. I could be doing stuff. No, I'm kidding, but I'd probably just put this time into the realm. Like Sarber would probably be way more advanced than it is right now. I'd probably have already started the mega base, and I guess maybe Nukecraft. No, Nukecraft definitely would have still died because I played like probably a lot in those worlds, and they didn't stand the test of time, truly. And I just tried more and more to get it working, and then it just failed more and more. And then I was like, okay. I just now know when to quit with series. I know now when things aren't gonna work. But I mean that may also just be preemptive, and they could work. You can fix them, sort of thing. But Newcraft was one of those things that I was like, I don't know if I could fix that. And I couldn't with all my tricks. Even letting other people take the reins, people inviting their own friends. I just tried getting as many people on. And those who stuck are on Sarber. I mean, there were some other ones who stuck for a while, but they just fell off. But pretty much most of the people who stuck around long enough have made it to Sarber, which is just me, Brody, and Devin. And of course Nico, but Nico's got his own realm now, so I've been playing with him on that, and that's been fun too because it's more of Nico's end of things. It's kind of cool to be on that. It's kind of cool to be on the player side of a realm or server rather than just being a host, because I've just been a host of like all the SMPs I played on, all the big ones I played on. So it's kind of interesting to get that view. I still moderate his server, like I change the Discord up, but kind of make it a bit more up to snuff, sort of thing. That kind of with what I do with Newcraft, or what I did with Newcraft. Newcraft's dead. It's been dead for months. Well, probably long. Well, I'd say it's been dead longer than that, like way longer. Because I feel like the nail in the coffin was a long time ago. I think it was Newcraft 2 initially ending. That's my theory. And I guess I don't even say Classcraft. Classcraft was already on the downward trend. But yeah, lots of ups and downs in the series so far. And that's why you'll see there, especially short episodes, because they didn't really stick around all that much. But basically what you see in those episodes is what I did, for the most part. Newcraft 1 Part 2, I think I did a little bit more, but not a whole lot noticeably. So you basically get to see everything in that. It was kind of a cool little mini-series anyway. It's a series of series, as I'll call it. It's just that. It's just a bunch of series within a series, if you will. And it's just that odd blend of all these things. Because it's got Newcraft, it's got the Fellowship, it's got Sarber. I guess that's about it. It's got those 3 SMPs within it. I don't know if I move Sarber to it. I might move Sarber to it since Sarber's kind of dead now. Well, he's not actually dead, but like dead on the channel. Like I probably won't be streaming it a whole lot more. I've just talked about not streaming it anymore, but Anywho, let me check out the thumbnail. Yeah, that's probably about the best it's gonna get. A nice thumbnail with the focus being a grass block with some grass on top of it. Very nice. It's always kind of funny to see what YouTube generates for the thumbnails because that's kind of what I like to do. I could Photoshop them, but I don't have Photoshop. I mean, I guess I could use some free programs. Same thing with editing, but I'm lazy. I just like doing things the easiest way I can do them, and it works. It works. Tell, gotta be honest. It does work. Just doing the episodes like that, just having them be auto generated. Jeez. I gotta watch for Stewart as well. That's one thing I've noticed about wolves. I don't know if they're still like that with some weird phantom rain, but I don't know if they're still like that. But one thing I've noticed is that dogs have really dumb AI in beta. I don't know how Kurt kept his Wolfie alive for so long. I mean, I can keep Stewart alive for a while, but dogs, oh my god, they're seriously out to be just daredevils or dumb. Like my episode I did a while ago, where I basically the entire episode was just it was a no commentary episode, but Stewart was just being a menace to society, an absolute menace, or daredevil. I don't really know. It was kind of a riff on the Harry Potter thing with Dumbledore, daft or dangerous sort of thing. I don't know if anyone caught that, but I do. I like to do references. You'll notice definitely like to do references to things. I feel like a majority of the episodes are actually references. I don't think there's some that are original, just like things I've come up with. But yeah, even the title of the series, Journey to the Farlands, is a reference to TFC's series, the late TFC. And it's a pretty gold standard title for these series now. I've noticed a lot of them just say Journey to the Farlands because that's what it is. There was the prototype, of course, that I did called Adventure to the Farlands or Adventures, or whatever, something, Farland Adventures or something, which is like the original title I came up with when I still wanted to do this in a mod pack. I was just throwing all options out there on the table because I wasn't streaming it back then. I didn't really care about legitimacy, so I was like, oh, I can do it on a mod pack that just emulates beta because that'd be cool because then I could do some different stuff. It'd be nicer, it'd be more optimized, that kind of thing. But then I just eventually decided, screw it, beta. And I'm glad I went that way because beta is the way to go. If you want to do a Journey to the Farlands, do it in beta. Although if you want to get there quick, I'd just say get cubic chunks or whatever you can do. I think there's modern beta or there's world gen mods that bring the Farlands back. Or even to modern Minecraft, like cubic chunks does. You could just use that, teleport out, or even just single player commands in beta 1.7. I've done that before. And I'm sure people will be like, why don't you use teleport out to the Farlands? But but it's a bit more to it than that. You get more of an experience walking, I'd say. I feel like teleporting out doesn't really give you a whole lot of, there's not really a whole lot of accomplishment from that. Not really a whole lot of accomplishment from just teleporting out, just zipping over there and being, okay, that's cool, and then just forgetting about it the day after, sort of deal. But I feel like that's how I was about the Farlands. I just saw them in a YouTube video once, and I was like, that's enough for me. And then, one day just all this just spiraled, and then it just happened. In the series, here we are, 7 months later, still filming this crazy series that has definitely tested me at times. It's been fun, but it's also tested me for sure. And it will test me because it's a bit of a balancing act, all this. Bit of a balancing act. No, that's a good idea though. I like what I was talking about earlier. I definitely think I should go back and edit the commentary episodes of basically everything. Oh, is that another spawner? I should go back and do hardcore adventures in Minecraft through time. Maybe Newcraft. I feel like that might be a bit too much. Yeah, how do I get in here? Oh, it's right there. Okay, you sit there. I'll remember to grab you. Don't worry, maybe. I may remember. I may not. Oh wow, look at this. I should probably place a torch still. Nothing. Alas, there was nothing in the spawner, but nothing. Or there's nothing in here but terror. Okay, I'll take a sheer terror that there wasn't any golden apples. I need to get another golden apple. And maybe some discs too. I didn't see any in there, so. 2 spawners in this episode. Anyhow. I don't remember what I was talking about. But, yeah. I guess there's only like 15 minutes left of the commentary anyway. I usually do an hour of commentary. I figure that's more than enough for me. Especially considering today, I guess I don't really have a whole incredulous amount to talk about. Most surely so. Some of my filler words. I think it's quite funny how the episode I uploaded after my break was called Fashionably Late. Fashionably late. Very funny of me, yes. Almost makes you want to laugh, but maybe not. Who knows? I don't really know you. I don't know your humor. I don't know what you laugh at. Humor is a very diverse thing. Some people laugh at a piece of toast falling over, and some people laugh at car crashes. So, you know, a very wide spectrum of people who laugh at different things. But yeah, whatever. To each their own, I guess, as long as it's not really all that harmful to others. I think that's a good mentality. I don't know. I don't really get into a lot of that philosophical, all that kind of stuff. I don't really get into that. I think it's probably for good reason too. Just that I don't really want to upset people with opinions and that kind of thing. Because even though I like to try and be unbiased, I like to try and be biased, but I try to be unbiased. There's still that inherent bias that everyone has. So, yeah. See, I tell you, look at that dog. I gotta like make everything Stewart proof. Because the friggin' lad is just such a crazy little guy that he just jumps off hills and things, thinking he's Evel Knievel or something. Friggin' sitting on the boat. I should get him to sit on the boat and go riding out into the sea like I do. Or what I'm referencing is when I get out of the boat and I'm just standing on top and I'm kind of like surfing on top of the boat. You can do that a little bit. I guess I kind of do that. Like I'm constantly sitting and standing in a boat. You get to see it pretty much every episode. I can remove that. Ooh, snowball. Fun sound. I don't know. Can never get enough snowballs. They're just so fun. They're just that fun. Delish. Some nice water. I don't really drink a whole lot else other than water. Because I know some people like to drink protein powder and pop and all these sorts of brews and things. And I just have water. I'm pretty basic. I'm plain. I guess you can probably tell by the way I do things. Let's see. But yeah, that's all all just that kind of thing that's going on. All that kind of thing that's going on. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, what was I saying? I had really good. I was on the cusp of something that I just blanked. Anywho. Yeah. I was talking about drinks. I drink water. That closes that. In case anyone's curious what my secret recipe is for all this success, drink water. Have I don't know. I don't really know what it really takes to make a successful series or world. I guess just some persistence, motivation, which both of those can be very difficult. I've found difficulty, especially in things like Newcraft that have required persistence and motivation on other people's parts, not just my own. And seeing that me, no matter how motivated or persistent I was, that it was really just down to the motivation and availability of people who played. It's just the way it is, and it's hard sometimes, especially when you're trying to run SMPs and things. But that is just the way it goes, the way the cookie crumbles, sort of dealio. But yeah. I think it's a lot of fun just being able to just chill on this world. I don't know. It's a lot different to say Newcraft or Sarb or like the SMPs I talk about with my friends, where it's just not really dependent that they need to, it's like I don't have to rely off other people for this series' success. It's just me, myself, and I guess me, myself, and Stewart. But I don't know. I just like just the freedom this series has. I can just go where I please, which is basically the Farlands. But the series is just so just free, and that's what I like about it. It's definitely something I like about the series here. Anyway, it's kind of something very that definitely I think about when it comes to the series here. Okay, we're gonna shuffle things around a bit. Oh, did I not place it? Oh, I have a bed placed already. Okay, good. I'll get rid of that. Righty, right. Yeah, oh. I was just thinking to myself about what's kind of on the agenda for the future next little bit. I always try to think a little bit in advance about things like my videos and stuff, and also just things things I don't really elaborate too much upon in the channel here. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of a bit of a plan, because I do know I want to restart in Hardcore Adventures, do a little more of a survival island kind of deal, where we see how far we can get on an island, and then if we die, we'll just do a random seed from there. Then hopefully it'll be a bit more enjoyable. Maybe I'll crack the code a little bit. Maybe Hardcore Adventures will be a bit more fun. I don't know. I had fun with Hardcore Adventures, but it's been so long, or it's not right the time that's right done that. But it's just I've changed my mind on things. As much as I like just the casual adventuring, now that I have this new editing style, I want to do like a new series from the get-go and showcase to you guys what I can do in terms of editing, at least right now, and kind of make a bit more of a nice video that's not just a long-winded talk with me, or just one-sided conversation, more or less. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see with all the jump cuts and things what I can do, just starting from scratch, where I can edit out all the little bits that really kind of bug me. And I've even cut out dialogue that I've done, because of course I mumble a lot in episodes. I'm just like, oh, so I've cut out a bunch of that in the episode I did, or I edited the first one. I remember when making one jump cut was super exciting to me when I did it with Journey to the Farlands. When I was like, yeah, I should add out a break like one day into the journey. I was like, we're just gonna do that. And then I was like, oh yeah, one jump cut. And now I'm doing like 70. I did 70 in that one episode. But I think it definitely increases the quality, as I've said. And like I said, I'm just curious to see what I can do with more footage. Like if I have like multiple hours, and then if I trim it down to like more palatable level, like an hour, or maybe a half an hour, maybe even if I cut out that much of the footage. But yeah, get down to the kind of meat and potatoes of it all. Okay, we'll go for a little bit of a boat ride here. Boat day. That's an old reference to the beginning of the series. You guys wouldn't know that, of course. But I used to write put in the Excel because I had an old spreadsheet that I did. I don't really touch it a whole lot anymore, but I did it for every in-game day. And I'd be like boat day for when I was like going doing a lot of boating in one day. Like I'd do like overshoot by like 1,000 blocks or 2,000 blocks in one day. I'd just be like, yeah, it was a boat day today. And that's kind of funny. That's a little thing I had to go on. I think one of the episodes I named Boat Day as well. If I had streamed from the initial point, then I would have probably done had like episodes like with different the similar names like episode 1. I don't know what that would be called because it's just kind of the journey starting off, or kind of just punching a tree and getting the mine dug out. But yeah, there's definitely some episode titles I had thought of when I'd initially done it. And I did stream episode 1 technically, but I just streamed it to the Newcraft Discord, where I don't think anyone was watching. I think Devin tuned in when I was a little bit away from spawn, like 1,000 or so blocks. I was like, yeah, I'm 1,000 blocks away from spawn. He's like, already? I walked like, I think around 50 or 40k that day. And then day 2 was 60k, which I haven't topped. I've gotten close. I've tried. I've done like 8-hour episodes. It wasn't 8 hours of walking. Well, it might have been actually. I have no idea. I feel like the first few days of Journey of the Farlands, like the first while, I feel like that went by way quicker than it did now. But that's also because it was far more novel back then. And now it's just like a thing I do, and I'm just like used to it. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down for an hour and walk to the Farlands sort of thing, and that's somewhere like that now. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm just used to it now. Back then it was just exciting. I could just walk and I could watch YouTube and I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to watch some Hermitcraft. I think I was watching Hermitcraft 1. And I was watching Doctor Who a little while later. It was Farlands or Bust and Generic B. Hermitcraft 1. That's what I was watching. And I made it a good 80 episodes through Farlands or Bust. I almost made it to what was he called, the Flompathon that he did. He's done numerous of those since, of course, like countless, because he's been doing it for 11, 12, upwards of 12 years now. I think he's reached, or going to be reaching 12 years, maybe already. Oh god, this dog. I don't know what to do with him. What am I? It's like that thing where parents are like, oh, what am I going to do with you? It's like that with Stewart here. Oh yeah, I still have my cape. That's lovely. I forgot about that. I think I specifically took a day off recently from Journey to the Farlands, specifically because I couldn't get my skin working for an episode. I think it was like a week ago, because it was when I had Devin over the March break, and I had my Origins skin picked out. Because me and Devin were doing an Origins thing, just me and him. We tried to get Brody involved, but technical stuff with servers on Java and all that. But me and Devin played because Devin played on my laptop. He doesn't have a computer, at least one he can play Minecraft on, so we just played at my house, play Minecraft, and we have an old Minecraft world going. But we've done this Origins thing last time, and I had a skin picked out. I was a piglin. And I had forgotten to change my skin, I guess, or something. Multi-MC must have recognized it from that, because I had my piglin skin on. I'm like, oh, I can't have my piglin skin on for an episode. And so I was like trying to fix it, and then it was like late at night, so I was just like, ah, whatever. I'm not gonna try. I think I might have actually taken that day off. I don't remember. I may have actually filmed that day. I don't remember, but I think it was the next day I filmed. Oh, this is really cool. Look at this. Oh, it's a bridge. It's a bridge, and for someone who has interest in engineering. Oh my god, it literally is. Oh, I wouldn't stand here. I wouldn't stand here, Stewart. I'm gonna be having a little fun here. No! Of course he does that. I should have sat him down. Oh my god. I said it. Evel Knievel over here. Trying to run on bridges that are running on Clapson bridges. Well, I ruined the land bridge. Sorry, guys. It still connects. Actually, we're okay. That's really cool, though. Did I get both screenshots? I don't know. I think I got one like this. I might take one from the other side as well. I don't know. This is really cool, though. I haven't seen anything like this in Journey to the Farlands yet. Hence why I'm like geeking out about it. If it was something I'd seen like 100 times, I probably wouldn't have batted an eye. But this is really cool. I always like these new things. Right. Mind the gap. Oh, I just thought I'd say that. What are we doing here? He's got some full health. That's good. I need to find some more pigs. Some more pigs. Maybe we'll walk along the land bridge, Stewart. We're now being suspended above open water. Very lovely. I know I'm like doing loop-de-loop. I'm like swerving about, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to walk along the shore like this. Walk along the land bridge. Yes, most assuredly so. I like this area. This is just one of those instances where I'm just like, yeah, this is really cool. Which happens every once in a while in this world. It's nice when it does, because most of the time I'm just used to that. Oh, it's okay, that kind of thing. It's somewhere in the middle. Oh, that is so cool. I've probably seen stuff like that before, like some kind of arches and things, and the donuts, and I walked through like every one of them. It's a shame I didn't walk through this one. I probably should have, but I walked on top of it. How cool is that? Anyway, enough of my geeking out about a land bridge. Quite literally a land bridge. It's not really like the term you usually attribute a land bridge to, but still. Okay, I'll take a screenshot like this. Nice natural wonder of the Journey to the Farlands. Very lovely indeed. Maybe the Farlands will possess a bit more intrigue. Anywho, I'm not gonna wrap up the episode because I still can do a bit more walking. I'm just gonna go into commentary mode because I'm getting a bit tired of talking, I'll be honest. I guess not that I'm getting tired of talking per se, I just feel like taking the no commentary route for the rest of the episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my commentary. I'm gonna mute my mic. Not the episode ending, don't worry. But yeah. I will return at the end of the episode with my lovely outro. Be sure to skip to that. Those of you who just watched the commentary, just skip to the end. All episodes have outros, just not intros. Only some. I'm very particular. Anyway, I'll be back in due course. I might have to restart my game though. Maybe we'll do that. Thank you for listening to me ramble for an hour though. Alrighty, folks, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and a little Evel Knievel here. We gotta definitely do something for him if we, or hopefully if we make it to the Farlands together. I want to do something for little Stewart here. But anyway, thank you guys though for tuning into this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.